This is Els coming to you from Beema's Crafty Corner, and today we're going to do a blast from the past. We are going to do a file folder mini album. Now this is probably going to be at least 2, maybe 3 parts. So watch careful and let's get through this, okay? Alright, here we go. Okay, so I've got 3 file folders, a top, a middle, and a bottom. And I got 1 extra, and it doesn't matter what it is. You just need an extra, okay? So we're going to take these, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut them so that we keep the tabs. So we're going to put it on our scoreboard here on our cutter, and we're going to go to 6 inches. And we're going to cut that off, okay? We're going to do the same thing on the bottom one. 6 inches. And we're preserving the tab, okay? All lined up, bar down, cut. Don't throw these away, we need them. Okay, so now we have a top and we have a bottom, and then we're going to do the middle one. So, in order to do this, what you're going to do is you've got to take the center here, okay, and put the center on the 3. So kind of eyeball it, make sure it's on the 3, the center of the thing. So just kind of get it there, okay? And then you're going to cut this side off. Keep that, we need it. Then we're going to flip the whole thing over, and we're going to put the corner on the 6. Put this down, and cut that piece off. Keep it, we need it. Okay. Now, we have a top, a middle, and a bottom. Just like that, okay? Alright, now we're done with this for the moment, so put it away. Alright, so now we have all 3 pieces, and we're going to move on to the next part. Now, the next part's important, so hold on. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our file folder like this. Now, this is the one that's on the left, okay? So there would be more file over here. And what we're going to do is turn it over so that the tab is facing you, and so that the tab is in, on the top. And then you're going to take this part right here. Not this part, this part. And you're going to fold it up so that it matches to that crease, the natural crease. And then you're just going to give it a little buffer right there, okay? Burnish it down. Then you're going to flip the whole thing over, okay? Now you should have the lines facing you. And what you're going to do is take this part right here, this part, and it's going to come up to this line right here, okay? So just bring it up towards this line. And what you want to do is match up this, okay? So I like to use my ruler and my board just to make sure that I got it, okay? Just like that. We're just going to match this up. This is the important part, okay? Nice and straight. Get it straight. And then give it a burnish so that your ends meet up just like that. See? All nice and even like, okay? So we're going to do that to all the file folders, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our file folder like this. Now, this is the one that's on the left, okay? So there would be more file over here. And what we're going to do is turn it over so that the tab is facing you, and so that the tab is in, on the top. And then you're going to take this part right here. Not this part, this part. And you're going to fold it up so that it matches to that crease, the natural crease. And then you're just going to give it a little buffer right there, okay? Burnish it down. Then you're going to flip the whole thing over, okay? Now you should have the lines facing you. And what you're going to do is take this part right here, this part, and it's going to come up to this line right here, okay? So just bring it up towards this line. And what you want to do is match up this, okay? So I like to use my ruler and my board just to make sure that I got it, okay? Just like that. We're just going to match this up. This is the important part, okay? Nice and straight. Get it straight. And then give it a burnish so that your ends meet up just like that. See? All nice and even like, okay? So we're going to do that to all the file folders, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so I wanted to give you guys a trick. So what you do is you fold up this one first, okay? Get it to the line where it's supposed to match. And then you burnish this side. Okay? Like that. And then you can take your ruler, put it right there just to hold that down, and you can just kind of barely bend that. Okay? So you're bending it up. Then turn it over, and it'll fold right on the line. Okay? So at this point, you have 1, 2, 3. Okay? And those gives you your tabs. See? Those are your tabs. Now, we're going to take one file folder. Okay? Now, one of our extra pieces. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut one piece out of this. Okay? And that piece is going to be one of these tabs. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the tab on this 5-inch mark. 5 inches, 5 inches. So there's the 5. So we're going to fold this down. We're going to give that a cut. And that becomes the front of the book. Okay? So we got all these. So now, we're going to create some pockets, okay? So, we're going to create the pockets. So this is going to be our front page, and then there's going to be a pocket, and then a top pocket here, and then a page, and then a pocket, and a top pocket, and a page, and a pocket, and a top pocket, and a page. Okay? So since we're going to be doing this, once you glue this down, it's going to be really hard. So what I suggest you do is go through and kind of ink everything first. That way, you don't have to worry about inking it later. Okay? So go ink it, and then we'll be right back. Okay. So I inked everything up, and it's all inky now. Well, I missed one. This one back here. Okay. So now, here's where some of them scraps is going to come in handy. Because we're going to cut some strips out of the scraps. And this is pretty easy because we just want some 1-inch strips, okay? So we'll just take one of those little pieces that we cut off the middle. And we're just going to cut some 1-inch strips. Okay? And the reason that we're going to cut these is to help us with our pockets. Because we got to attach pockets like this. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to put this in our scoreboard. So it's 1 inch. So we're going to score at 1/2 inch. Turn it over and score the other side. Okay. It just doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to fold it in half. And then we're just going to ink up the folded edge. Just a little bit, right on the edge. All the way. All the way down. And then we're going to do the other side. Now this doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to have some color on it. Because we don't want it to look white in there. Okay? Well, cream. Alright, so we're just putting a little bit of color on the edge. Okay, so when we open this up, it should look like this. It should have some color on both sides. Okay? So just make sure it's got color on it. That's all that matters. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to have some color. Okay. Now, let's get started. So let's take our cover piece and just put it to the side. Now we're going to work on the first pocket. And so what we're going to do is we're going to kind of measure this, and we all know how much I hate measuring, so I'm not really going to measure it. I'm just going to eyeball it kind of thing. Okay, so I like it right about there. So I'm going to cut me 2 pieces, one for that side and one for this side. Remember, because we got the tab things there, these are going to be different sizes, so we just have to kind of eyeball it as we go. All right. Now use glue for this. Don't use tape. Silly people, do not use tape. We're going to put some glue on here now. I'm using some art glitter glue. Come on, glue. Oh. I will pin you. There we go. I'm using art glitter glue because I like art glitter glue. Because it dries almost instantly. And I'm going to just put it on one side, not the other. Just to one side. Okay? And I'm going to open my flap. And I'm going to put the folded end out. So almost in the corner, but not all the way down, okay? This is important. And you just want to line up your fold with the edge of the file folder. Same thing over here. So we're just going to take a little bit of this off. We're going to put some glue on. And we're just going to line up the fold with the edge. Let me get this out of the way. See, fold, edge. Going not all the way to the bottom. Okay. Now we're going to put some glue on here. And some glue over here. And we're going to fold this over. Making sure we keep our tabs down. Just like that. And we're going to hold it. Hi, Gigi. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you. Just like that, okay? And that's a pocket. See, we made a pocket. Pocket. Okay? So we're going to do the same thing on all of our short pieces. And we have one on each set. So we're going to do the same thing on each one. We're just going to take this, measure about what we need, give it a snip, and glue it down. Be right back, okay? Okay, so now we've done all of our mini pockets, okay? And they've all got our little hinge pieces on them so that they stand up a little bit. I want to put a little extra glue there. Okay, so the next thing we have to deal with is these inside pieces. And the way to do that is to take your file folder. Remember, we cut lots of strips. And you're going to put one here on the outside, and then one on the bottom. And you want to make sure that you leave some room over here. So take your pieces, and what you're going to do is you're going to put it here, and you're going to get rid of some of the bulk. See? Give it a little corner piece, okay? So we're just going to glue these in. Matching up the fold with the fold. See? Just like that. And just press it down. And then we're going to do the one on the bottom. Mashing up the fold with the fold. Okay. And then once we're done, we got those little flaps in there, then we're going to go ahead and we're going to glue these down just like that. Okay? So we got a pocket here, and now we're going to have a pocket up here. Okay? Now what this does, let's be honest, what this does is this makes it so that this whole pocket is usable, edge to edge. So if you wanted to make a 6-inch tag, it's going to fit. Okay? Alright, so we're going to do that to the rest of them. You're just going to put a piece across here, and a piece up here, and that's it. And then we'll be right back. Okay, so that's end of part 1. So far, we've cut all our pieces, we've started to figure them all out, we inked them, and now we're gluing them together using our little hinges. So you guys finish that, and I'm gonna get started on part 2. So look at the bottom, way down, see where it says show more? It's over there. Yeah, right there. You got it. Right there. Yeah. Like right down there. Okay, click on that, and it'll have the link to part 2 and part 3. Okay? Alright. In the meantime, over here, see that little red button right there? Hit that button. Subscribe. Like me. Ring my bell. Spread me around. Tell all your friends. And come on over. We'll have a party. You and me and all my friends. And we'll have a good time, okay? Just don't mind the dog. She barks when you knock. But it's okay. If you've been here before, thank you so much. If this is your first time, I appreciate you stopping by and invite you to look around and check out some of the videos. Don't forget to stop by my Etsy shop, where I am constantly adding new items. And until the next time, bye-bye!